Hi guys, welcome back, and as you can see today we're looking at the PaK 40-75mm anti-tank gun and truck in 1/76 scale by Airfix. The truck itself is actually an Opel Blitz. Don't know why Airfix didn't just call it the Opel Blitz. They did on one of their other packagings as far as I recall, but in this particular more modern one they've termed it a truck, which isn't incorrect in fairness. It is a truck, but however, the Opel Blitz itself was one of the most successful kind of German attempts to standardise their vehicle fleet, because they had about 100 vehicles in service by the late 30s, so that can be a bit of a logistical nightmare, as you can imagine. But to improve cross-country performance, as far as I know, it was given a four-wheel drive. So there's just two wheels and a rear axle there as well, so it's quite good. The chassis itself was utilised with tracks to form the Opel Maultier, as well as some other manufacturers' vehicles in that range. And production lasted until about 1944. So I mean, it was a little bit complicated as regards the vehicle itself, but many served on after the war in various forms. But the Airfix kit has been around for quite a while. This is a relatively new one, which I picked up a couple of months ago. It's 2017 now, November 2017. So I think I got this about 6 months ago, and I've been going through a few of them, to be honest, because I've been putting together a rapid fire lorried infantry battalion. Now on the box here you can see it shows you two paint options. I didn't go for either of those. My paint system here is to match in with sort of a Normandy-esque kind of camouflage pattern. I have 3 units there, as you can see. So basically I've just given them a kind of 3-color scenario here, kind of an ambush camouflage type style thing there, with the lighter dots on inside and the stripes there, just to blend in with some other armor pieces that I have in my Panzer Brigade, shall we call it. So that's those guys there. Units themselves, they go together very, very handily, quite nice. I must say, can't fault them. Very, very good little kits. Not too finicky, a little bit lightweight, but quite good. Now these were all in a green plastic, which, just to show you there, is like this guy here. Okay, so that was those ones. They're a little bit older. And this is the gun here, as you can see. Gun, fairly straightforward. 75mm PaK anti-tank gun, one of the better anti-tank guns of the war. Not as good as the 88, of course, obviously, but this gun went into various other vehicles like the SDKFZ 251s, and I think the Panther had a variant of this, and certainly the Panzer IV and a few other vehicles. So it's quite an effective little vehicle. I've given it a little bit of weathering there with the a 2B pencil, because, and just to contradict myself there, this one is in grey, whilst the other trucks were in kind of a camouflage, because one of my regular infantry units for my rapid fire brigade is going to have a grey truck, as depicted here. So I'm doing one in this particular style here, just as a matter of interest. Here is a camouflage PaK 40, as you can see. Paints up nice enough. However, this is from the Matchbox range, but just to show size wise, they're both 1/76. They match in fairly well. One or two minor details in the gun shield and a few other little places here that under close inspection. This little section here for sliding the shell in or out, slightly different on the Matchbox one as it is on the Airfix one, but minor little differences there. You wouldn't really notice them on the War Games table. So, the contents of the box themselves. The box itself, nice artwork. They've utilised the old artwork from years ago, which is nice to see. Just re-graphicked it a small little bit, which is grand. Information on the side about the various pieces contained within, as I always say. Some painting in bits and pieces there and that in the rear, and the usual kind of scenario here and that. Information about the Airfix Club, or the flying hour stickers, etc, etc. Nothing major, it's just a box. What I like about it though, and a lot of modelers like, is the fact that it's one of these boxes you can lift off the top, which means all your bits and pieces are inside. It helps with not losing things. It does come bagged in plastic. I've taken the liberty of taking it off here just to show you the difference, and just let you have a better look at the sprue itself. So as you can see, there's all the bits and pieces. They're nice and clear, and not sure, they must have cleaned up the molds or something, or using a better graded plastic, because the detail in this is a little bit better than on the older green plastic, which I've used in the 3 previous units I showed you there. But to be fair, I haven't actually put together one of these ones just yet in the white plastic, or I suppose grey rather than white. So from that perspective, we don't know for sure just yet. I'll be doing that this evening. But you see the way it's just laid out there, very, very simple. You know, nice and clear, not a bother. There you go, cab section and a few bits and pieces. Yep, parts of the gun, all that. Also, kind of in the box, you get your more information about the club, which I have enough of those for my own club. Instructions, of course. New Airfix instructions come with a nice colour section for the painting. So as you can see there, the colour 74, 11, 85. I think I used 27 instead of 11 on that. 27, yes, that's correct. 27 is what I used on mine, on the gun, which is what I'm using on the other truck later for the other German infantry battalion. So that's that. The instructions themselves, yeah, relatively straightforward. You know, nothing overly complex there, as you can see. Nice and easy. Let's put that away. If it will cooperate, which it won't. We'll just remove it. So that's that. But very straightforward, very simple, easy to put together. Couldn't really be faulted. It's a bit of a venerable sort of a kit at this stage. It's around for a long time. As I say, the pieces themselves quite sturdy. You know, they're lightweight, but you know they'll take a little bit of abuse. Not that you should be giving these things abuse, but at the same time, yeah, there we go. Well, there's the decals there. I forgot to mention those. The decals in the new box are on this little sheet here. Decals or decals, whatever way you want to say that. They're upside down, but you know, nice, clear, easy to operate there. In the older ones, they were sort of in these larger sheets here, which I will put on at some point. I was going to get some of that decal fix or whatever it's called by Humbrol, just to let them sit a bit better on the pieces. As you can see that one, there's a little bit of skew, so I'm just going to do a little bit of a better job with those. Going to replace that. So anyway, that's the Opel Blitz. Quite a nice little kit. Very, very simple to put together. In fairness, sometimes I even leave out little bits on the undercarriages of these things here, because there's not much point in overdoing it if it's going to be on a war games table. I base very, very few pieces like that, to be honest. Just don't like the look of it. Never did. The odd piece I will, if it's very, very light or very brittle, maybe a little gun or a little jeep or some sort of a vehicle, wheeled vehicles generally speaking, I'll base, but most of the time I don't. But that's it. That's the Airfix PaK 40 75mm tank gun and truck, or Opel Blitz as we know, in 1/76 scale. Just be careful that it is the Airfix is in 1/76 rather than 1/72, and if you are particular about that, just be careful, because I purchased a Heller PaK 40 and Opel Blitz, which I, in my innocence, thought was the same mould as the Airfix one, because some items in those ranges are cross compatible, such as one or two of the aircraft and the Sherman tank and a few others. And I purchased the Heller PaK 40 to discover that it was in 1/72. Should have known, should have checked. I was just being presumptuous and paid the price. But still, it means I get to do a review on the Heller PaK 40 and Opel Blitz at some stage in the future as well. So, you know, we all benefit. So that's it for now. That's the Airfix Opel Blitz and PaK 40. So, get out there and get one. Nice little kit. Ideal just for little dioramas or just fun of building or for wargaming. So for now, take care. All the best. Bye-bye now.